What's up, guys? I'm Gerard. This is my dad. This is
Comic Wars.
That Just Happened. And today, we are going to be talking about... what's that? I hear a laugh, don't you? Not from you, God, you. Oh no. It's the Joker. We are going to be talking about the best Joker on film. The big screen, the little screen, the handheld screen, the laptop screen, the TV screen.
I think that's the little screen.
No.
You got the big screen with your movies, little screens, TV.
I'm not good with screens.
He's not kidding. You should see his phone. So, when we're talking about the Joker, we're going to be talking about all the iterations of the Joker, and we'll go into a little bit about the Jokers themselves. And as a matter of fact, Gerard, all the Jokers are portrayed differently, aren't they?
Yeah, well, you have the jokester. You have the gangster. You have the person who just wants to see the world burn.
The sociopath.
And then you have the totally cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs one. And now, don't get me wrong, every single one is a little bit insane.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, this one is like above all others.
Yes.
And the last one is the rebel. He's
Okay.
sick and tired of being treated like dirt. He is the uprising. He is the Joker.
Okay. So, it's speaking about the Jokers that you were talking about. You have the original on-screen Joker, which was Cesar Romero, the Jokester.
Yes.
And Cesar Romero played in the Adam West Batman's TV series, which was really, really good. He portrayed the campy, Joker with all the gadgets.
The banjo.
And he played a banjo once or twice in there. He had his men go. He was laughing and all that stuff. So it was applauded as a great version. All right. After him, the next one that you have, Joker and the Super Friends, and he would show up on different things like that. But the next big iteration of the Joker was in Tim Burton's 1989 Batman, in which he was played by Jack Nicholson.
Now, Jack is the gangster.
He is
Pull up on the block. He is the gangster. He shook this man's hand, turned him into a skeleton. Yeah. You don't want none.
So, Jack Nicholson's Joker actually gave a name to the Joker, which was a first. He was referred to as, the right hand of the biggest gangster in that movie in Gotham. Jack Napier was what he was called. And, it was a bit of a divergence, but it worked. Everybody liked it. Jack Nicholson's Joker is probably, it is iconic.
It's up there.
For the time and the ages. Now, before we go on to the next one on screen, big screen, there was one Joker that slid in the Batman cartoons during the 90s. And that was played by none other than Mark Hamill. He did the voice for the Joker.
Now, he is not one of the people who fits into our labels, so, I don't really care about him.
That Joker he was over the top. He
Lame.
was He wasn't lame. He was
Lame.
he was sadistic. He was funny. He was cartoonish. He was clownish. He was everything that TV series needed.
Lame. Hey, you back there. Hush. Hush with that.
So now we're gonna go to the reboot. All right, when Batman was rebooted with Christian Bale, the second movie featured Joker, played by none other than Heath Ledger.
Oh gosh. I need a moment.
You need a moment?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, and we back.
So, Heath Ledger played what types of Joker?
The man that just. Hold on, I need a. The man who just wanted to see the world burn. He was a sociopath.
He played the sociopath. Now, y'all see this, so I'm a little bit worried. My son is crying about the Joker. Now he's crying about Heath Ledger. He liked Heath Ledger. Oh, stop it. So, he played the sociopath. Like George said, he just wanted to see the world burn.
Didn't he blow up a whole hospital?
He did a lot in his motions, his actions. One of the best depictions of how crazy he was is when Harvey Dent was sitting up in the hospital because of what the Joker did. And his face is scarred and he becomes Two-Faced. He comes up and he's in a maid costume and he looks at him and he goes, "Hi." And it was just so off. And you're like, wow, another depiction that when they said he had nothing but lint and knives in his pockets. Just pure masterful rendition of Joker. Next, we have Jared Leto.
The insane one.
A lot of people didn't like Jared Leto's Joker, but I'm going to tell we're going to work on his Joker impressions. We're going to work on his Joker impressions. But Jared Leto's Joker was actually pretty good. It was spot on for what they wanted in the world in which they were depicting the Suicide Squad was in. He was really insane. He was really kind of crazy, but he was also the organized crime type one. He wasn't really gangster, but he was about his work.
He was insane, man. Oh, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna hurt you really bad.
Y'all watch out for me. So that brings us to the last Joker, Joaquin Phoenix.
Hey, and he is the rebel.
In this iteration of Joker, Joaquin Phoenix plays a more toned Joker in which they seek to...
Hold on. Do not sugarcoat it.
Okay.
This was the darkest movie that they've made, DC made.
Yes.
It was dark, man.
Well, it's not really considered canon per se.
But I mean, still.
But it was a dark iteration of Joker. And what I mean by toned down is they didn't tone it down. But what they sought to do was give Joker a more human nature, a more human connection. His laugh was the cause of a medical issue and a medical problem. In which he was he carried around signs and cards that explained to people that he had a medical condition, but he was picked on and a lot of different stuff happened to him during the movie, in which finally he just snapped and became the Joker. So, in all of that, you have the different Jokers and the people who played them and all the characteristics about them. But what do you think is probably the best Joker depiction?
Now, I love Heath Ledger. I mean, he's my, but I'm going to give it to you, Phoenix, man. That was a good Joker. But a close second, Heath Ledger. Third, Jack.
Yeah. I will have to go with Jack, the animated Mark Hamill, and then Heath Ledger.
I don't know about the animated stuff.
Well, that's cool. The only reason why I did not jive with Joaquin Phoenix's Joker is they sought to make him more relatable to people. Here's my stance on it. The Joker is not supposed to be relatable. You're not supposed to look at the Joker as, oh my God, I get him. I understand him. I do this.
You're not supposed to understand.
You're not. In no iteration of the comic book or any of those movies before that did you really understand the Joker.
I liked it because it gave him a backstory, man.
Well,
it gave him some
Nicholson's gave him a backstory.
Some sugar and spice. No, not even sugar and spice. Spice, more spice, and nothing nice. And
so
they flambéed him.
That's just my take on it. But I'll tell you this. You guys can comment below and tell us what your thoughts are.
Like my father said, comment down below, like the video, subscribe, hit that notification bell, ding, and remember, I'm Gerard. This is my dad. This is
Comic Wars.
And we out.
Peace.